Hello everyone, my name is Geeta and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. So the title of this video is going to be, what are their current thoughts about you? But before we get started, I'd just like to say really quickly that if you like this kind of video and you would like for me to keep making videos of this title, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you do. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Also in the video description is where you'll find your timestamp. So this is going to be stone number 1 with a teal agate slice, stone number 2 with a purple agate, and stone number 3 with a pink, and stone number 4 with the clear agate. So you can go ahead and pause the video and take as long as you like, but I'm going to go ahead and get started and let's find out what their current thoughts are about you. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 1 with the teal agate, and let's go ahead and find out what your person's current thoughts are about you. So we have the Hierophant in the reverse. We have Temperance. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, and the World in the reverse. Clarifying the Hierophant, we have the Four of Wands. Clarifying Temperance, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Tower. Clarifying the Seven of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords. And then clarifying the World in the reverse, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Clarifying the Four of Wands, we have Celtic Knot. Clarifying the King of Wands in the reverse is Coffin. Clarifying the Tower is Yarn. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have Archer. Clarifying the Two of Cups in the reverse, we have Albatross. And then for your Oracle cards, we have the Thinking Woman in the reverse. Then we have Rest and Rejuvenation in the reverse. Then we have Magic Prayer, number 32. Then we have Talisman, number 49. Then we have True Love and Self-Acceptance. Alright, so what is your person's current thoughts about you? Well, they're very intense. Let's just say that to start off with. This person really wants to be happy with you. They want to have... They feel like a strong divine union, unconditional love, an eternal love, a love of a lifetime with you. They feel like a strong bond. I think that they have been thinking about doing something and they might feel some guilt over it. At the moment, I don't think that they have a whole lot of faith in your connection, but don't let it get to you. It doesn't. It can change all the time. Sometimes I feel like we get really tired and careworn, and I'm really feeling like that is something that is happening here. See, we have Temperance. It's like combining of things and coming together, but also compromise and peace and harmony. But it's really odd because it's with the the King of Wands in the reverse. It's feeling like something is breaking down, and not in your relationship, but something is breaking down in their life in order to have something else happen. It's going to be a little bit different from everybody. It's going to be, some of you are going to be a third party situation. Some of you, it's going to have to be, you know, moving or something. Some kind of compromise needs to be met. And with the King of Wands in the reverse, it's like they're having a hard time being authentic. I think they're having a hard time being authentic. Like if it's a third party situation, they're having a hard time being authentic with. I don't feel like it's with you. It can be you having a hard time feeling authentic. It's like almost like, you know how when you know that something's going to end, but you kind of, it's not a very good time to tell anybody. Like say you're going to plan on break up with somebody, and it's not like a very good time, so you kind of just put on a show and you kind of grin and bear it because it's just not a good time to do it, you know? Like maybe you decide to break up with somebody, but it's like their birthday the next day, and you're like, crap, this isn't a very good time to do that. That's what it kind of feels like. It feels like they're being inauthentic in order to compromise a situation. And I'm feeling like the situation's going to be a little bit different for everybody. Okay. But it has something to do about either a breakup, a loss of some kind, the ending of some kind. It could be a breakup. This person, though, you have the Four of Wands, which is like twin flame card. So with the unconditional love, it's almost like, it's like someone is having to behave a certain way and that is not authentic. And it's not that they want to be that way. It's like something they feel like they have to do. With the Wheel of Fortune, the action that is going to be taken is going to cause a Tower moment, which is actually going to really cause complicated circumstances. With the Tower, it's something that is definitely meant to happen. Okay? It's meant to happen. The Tower's falling. Like I'm really getting unraveled. Like things are coming unraveled. I don't think they can keep up this, whatever this is, for too long. I feel like that's going to come apart. And man, what is this? And this person is being deceptive. But then we have realizing the truth. They realize they have to be deceptive in order to be true. But it feels almost like they got it in order to be true to themselves. For a lot of you, it's going to be. They need to be like really careful in whatever they're doing. They need to be precise. Oh my gosh. This almost reminds me of the November reading where it was saying that I did a November reading, pick a card, and it reminds me of like someone knows having to be deceptive in order to do the right thing, which is like really weird. I don't encourage that usually, but that's what it seems like a bit. I feel like that also they're trying to gather more information to understand the truth, in order to be precise as well. And then we have the World in the reverse. What I'm getting out of the World in the reverse is like, oof. It indicates a difficulty. If they're supposed to be breaking up with somebody, it ends with it saying they're having a difficulty doing it. Now, it's going to be totally up to you who they're breaking up with. I think you're going to know. But this one also says guilt, shame, and regret. I'm getting that some of these people did bad things. Like some might have cheated or something like that. This person's current thoughts is a freaking mess. That's what it is. That's what this is. This is a freaking mess. It's like on one hand they love and everything, and they're doing things that are meant to happen, whether they know it or not. They may not know. Their action is causing a tower movement to complicate things and make things unravel. They're not being authentic. This is going to end anyways. They might have a difficulty completing it, but they're going to end up doing it anyways, because they're going to screw it up like so much. And for some, I mean, it might be you who they're breaking up with, but if you're not in a serious relationship with this person or anything like that, it might not be you. It might be someone else if there's a third party situation. But also, I mean, it could be, you know, this could be even as far as like sneaking around parents, or, you know, things like that. There's all different ways that you can be deceptive with all different kinds of people. So don't just be attached to it being a third party situation where that, because I feel this actually looks like it could be a lot of things. But either way, it's like they're gathering information in order to it's like to learn to gain clarity in order to make a decision. I feel like they want to end, and the Two of Cups is in the reverse. I'm really feeling like they want to end it, but they have a hard time. They just feel so bad. They know that they've done something wrong, and maybe they feel like this person doesn't deserve it or something. But it's what needs to be done, because just because you realize it's like the ending of something, say like for example, it's like the ending of a relationship. Say you realize that you should end the relationship. Just because someone didn't do anything necessarily wrong doesn't mean you should stay with them once you realize that's not the right person for you. And people don't have to all automatically do something wrong in order to end a relationship. I don't know why people kind of get that, like, I didn't do anything wrong. It's like, yeah, but that's not, but something is just not quite right. You know, if the person is not the right person for you, that's how it is. It's not like if you get a dog and you get rid of it even though it was good. It's not the same type of thing. With relationships, it's different. Now, the Thinking Woman in the reverse. Let me read it. I'm trying to figure out what this is. This current reverse could represent a difficult time for you, your own personal growth. Difficult time. All right. And saying right here, this is talking about personal growth too. You may feel confused about your personal purpose or disconnect from your heart's true path. I feel like this might be you. It could be, it's whoever this woman is. It's whoever is the female of this. Look within and open up to your own inner guidance. For some of you, it might be not even a guy who is being this way. It might be a woman. It could be you. And maybe they're thinking about what you're doing or what's happening there. Maybe they think that if you're the one who's supposed to end a relationship, they think that you're the one who's having a hard time leaving the relationship. Maybe they think that you're the one who is doing all of these things. They might be thinking about that, about you, about something that you're doing. So it says, look within and open up to your own inner guidance. Trust your intuition about what you need to learn in order to move on. The thinking woman reverse could also indicate a woman who is misleading you or giving misinformation. Now, that could very well be that of some sort. Be aware and set boundaries. Remember, your own spirit is always your best guide. So this is about being inauthentic. Okay, this right here. This is shame, guilt, regret. This is shame and guilt. Inauthenticity, deception. This right here even says guilt and shame and regret. You know, there's like an ending of something that is supposed to be taking place. Then we have number 19. Rest and rejuvenation in reverse. When the rest card is reversed, it can portend a time of bustling activity and seemingly unending business. That's definitely a lot. I see that a lot here. You may be required to take more action concerning a project or situation. Allow yourself to do what's needed, but always remember to schedule some leisure time for yourself. When you hurry through life without a break, it fragments your energy and creates an abrasive life force, causing potential frustration in all sorts of ways. Be careful not to let endless tasks take you away from yourself, and have 2 items on your list may be calling you, but this card reversed is telling you take the time to meditate, rest, and relax. And I feel like it is saying about all this activity that's going on, but obviously it's going to give advice on, you know, not being too bustling and taking a break. I guess take that however that resonates. This person does love you, though. That is apparent in this. If you're wondering that. There is a lot of love here. I mean, we even have true love here. Alright, so then we have magical prayer or magic prayer. It says, when you see the magic prayer card as a reminder that your prayers will be answered, Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, Thy will be done through me, Thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desire to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you as long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power. Be assured that you are on the right path. So I'm really feeling like this person does see you as somebody who is a spiritual person, someone who is into prayer and meditation, someone who's very intuitive, and someone who is trying to follow their destiny of Spirit wants them to do. And then we have 49. And that's talisman. It says, wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. So I am feeling that. I do see that here. Whoever is trying to kind of end this relationship or something, it's like they know that the relationship is not going to end. They have a hard time pulling themselves. They feel this guilt and everything for the breaking up. But they know that if they just keep going, it's not going to get anywhere. The relationship's going to end anyways. And just dragging it out kind of just makes it worse. You know, it's not good to stay in a relationship when you know it's going to end, because you're being really selfish by not letting the other person be able to move on. A lot of times people will not want to break up or have the end of a relationship, you know, because they're afraid to lose them. They don't want things to change. They're afraid if they're making the right decision, even though deep down they know that if they keep going in this relationship, it's going to end. And a lot of people, they just know that a relationship is not meant for them, or, you know, if it is or not meant for them. And once you realize and know that that you can't see yourself staying with this person and having love and continuing the way that you are, then usually it's people, they have a hard time breaking it off. They kind of drag it out and they have a hard time letting it go. And technically that's really selfish, because you're potentially stopping that person from ending, going through their grieving process of losing you, going through the process of healing, so they can heal and move on and find someone that they can be in love with, or they can have the next person that is supposed to come into their life to help them learn how to grow. Because we're here for reasons. When you get with somebody, it isn't for nothing. You learn things and you grow, so you can finally be with the person who you really want to be with in the end. But the more you drag it out, the more likely that you reduce the chances of them finding the right person and you. I don't know, what else am I going to say? Let's see. It helps if you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at peace where you know the right things to do and the best choice to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you. For you have the wisdom to arrive at the right destination. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. I am feeling like this person may not feel like they do, because they have all this guilt. They have all this shame for what they've done, and maybe they came about it in not such a pretty way, but it is what it is. When you know, you know. And so part of it, I'm really feeling like they could be thinking about you. If you're the person who is going through this, or if it's them, there is a degree, whoever's doing this, whoever's having the shame and regret or guilt, they're having to learn self-acceptance. As if it's you, then they're thinking this about you. If it's them, if they're the ones, they're having to learn how to self-acceptance of themselves in relation to you. Now, if they're leaving someone else in order to be with you, that's what they're thinking about this entire process. It's like nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. In true love, your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet and know true love. So that's another thing. I feel like there is a degree of being self-reliant, not having to rely on other people in order to exist. Maybe one of the people in this relationship, for some of you, maybe they feel guilt and everything, because maybe the person was always there for them. Maybe the person was always taking care of them. But just because that happened, I know it sounds shitty, but just because that happened and maybe they supported you, or someone was supporting the other person financially, doesn't mean that just because when it's over, it's even worse if you keep taking, from that person financially. I still believe it's better to thank them, show gratitude, and be respectful. But also, it's important to be respectful when a relationship is ending, by honoring it, even more so honoring and respecting the person by being honest with them and being fair and trying not to take more than what you should. Try to give something. Anyways, hope that resonated. That was really interesting. Anyways, if you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 2. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 2 with the purple agate slice. And let's go ahead and find out what your person's current thoughts are about you. So the first card we have is the 5 of Cups. Then we have the Page of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and then the Four of Wands in the reverse. Then clarifying the Five of Cups, we have the Empress. Clarifying the Page of Wands in the reverse, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have the King of Swords in the reverse. Clarifying the Eight of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Four of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Then clarifying the Empress, we have Whip. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, we have Stork. Then we have, okay, I picked up something interesting I don't usually pick up. Some of you might be dealing with a pregnancy. All right, and then clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse, we have Mice. It says pregnancy, but I hardly ever get that out of that. But with this, yeah. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, clarifying that. We have Waterfall. And then clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, we have Cross. And then for your oracle cards, we have, the first one we have is number 34, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, and that is in the reverse. Then we have number 22, Yin and Yang, and that is also in the reverse. Then we have number 51, Moonlight, and that is in the reverse. Then we have number 44, Strength, in the reverse. You have like a lot of synchronicity ones. This one's 22 and 44. Then we have Service. And then we have Feelings. All right. So I'm really feeling like this person is definitely feeling a sense of loss when it comes to you. You could be having lots of arguments or something like that with this Whip card. But this person does see you as the Empress. And with this card and this card, some of you might be pregnant who are getting this reading. I kind of want to run over really quickly for the ones who might be pregnant, and then, so please excuse, I'm going to go ahead and do a quickie for those who might be pregnant. If you're pregnant, please let me know in the comments below if this applies to you. So there's like a situation where you keep arguing, and I feel like you might be the one who is pregnant. And there's lots of arguments, and they're feeling kind of uninspired at the moment, you know, but I feel like they have planted seeds. They're trying to have a healthy beginning. This person is confused about the truth, and they are really worried about what's coming in the future. They might have walked away from you. It might be temporary, okay? But they don't want to, but this is all very emotional for them, and they're having a hard time going through it. I feel like they've taken maybe some time to do that. I don't feel like there's enough give and take, and I feel like that's on their part for most of you. And then also they're very disappointed, but however, they are starting to realize that their destiny is possibly to get married to you. Okay, I feel like they want to do the right thing. I am going to just run over really quickly. You know, it says emotions that want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me to offer all emotions. I'm feeling like they are not having enough give and take. And with service, I'm really feeling like they want to be of more of service to you for those of you who are pregnant. It's going to be kind of similar for the ones who aren't, but I don't know. I'm heavily picking up there's going to be some pregnancies in this one. Okay, so for those who are having pregnancy, they're thinking about that, and they're thinking about how they can do more and become more and be more. So now I'm going to go back to the other thing. So please excuse, I really felt there's like a small group of people who are pregnant. However, for the most part, I'm going to start over. And for most of you, I feel like there's arguments. They do see you as the Empress. They see you as someone who's very abundant, someone who's very fertile, someone, you might be an awesome mother. You know, maybe that's part of it. Maybe you have children with this person. Maybe you just have children in general. And either way, I'm really feeling like there might be like kind of like a bit of a power struggle going on here, because for some of you, because you're trying to be a mother and you're trying to do the right thing by your children and you're putting them ahead, and this person's not giving enough in this relationship either way. I do feel like your relationship is going to go through transformation. Right now, they're not feeling very inspired. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. And this person, when the Page of Wands in the reverse, they feel uninspired. They kind of have temperamental. They have a lot of self-doubt and they're afraid of the unknown. You know, it's like a fear of the unknown. And that would apply to those who are pregnant too, because they're a fear of the unknown, and so they're kind of not acting the best the way that they could be doing. Either way, this person is having fear of the unknown. However, with the Ace of Pentacles, it is indicative of there being healthy seeds being planted. So that is good. But this person is really confused and they're having a lot of anxiety. They're really worried. They're very stressed. They're trying, I feel like they're trying to realize the truth. I feel like they're trying to maybe even communicate this feeling. This person is having a lot of emotions. It could be a feeling that is tears of sorrow. This person is crying a lot over this situation. They know that they've been awful. I feel like they're thinking that they've been not very great. They're feeling, that's why they're having this fear of the unknown, but they're also having feeling a lot of kind of self-doubt, and they're down on themselves at this moment when you're reading this. And they're trying to get clear, and they're trying to understand their emotions. They're trying to understand how they're feeling, and they're trying to understand, maybe even why they haven't been giving as much as they should do. They're thinking about, what they can do to improve themselves as a person. And again, I'm really feeling like, for some, I'm feeling like some of you are maybe supposed to get married. I feel like there's a supposed to get married thing. I feel like this Four of Wands is supposed to be the other way around. I feel like maybe they want to marry you, and they feel like that's supposed to happen, and they're trying to figure out what they can do to, first of all, understand their feelings, embrace their feelings, and start being there, more giving in the relationship. Okay, but definitely, see, this card, the Wheel of Fortune is about action, destiny and fate, and this is even saying destiny here. So it's like destiny. The Four of Wands is the destiny. That's what I'm really feeling. They're this person's really down at this moment. That's what I'm picking up mostly. There's definitely trials going on here. This person has a duty to you in some way, shape, or form. Take it however it resonates. There's definitely a fate, and they're definitely going through a crisis at the moment. Let me try to figure out what's going on with these. These aren't new oracle cards to me, so. Number 34. Oh, look, I opened right there. Door to personal happiness and healing and happiness. And this is something they're kind of having to do. They're trying to learn that. You may be feeling stuck where your personal intentions are concerned. Okay, that makes sense. Or they're feeling stuck where their intentions are concerned. Self-mastery and discipline may be hard to achieve right now. So they're having a hard time, I feel like they're having a bit of selfishness, and they have been going through some selfishness, and they haven't been very self-disciplined. It says, or specific plans for personal change may be being blocked. So they have been, maybe they told you before they're trying to change and they're trying to improve themselves, and then they kind of didn't. They kind of slacked off, and then now they're like, oh crap, I was going to do this and that, I never did it. It says, remember that intentions need to be clear and unconflicted. And I can see this here, see? It says, remember, okay, whatever you're working on, you need to know that you are your sense of stability. That's it, your sense of the place. Okay, this is the place where your sense of stability and security are stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving yourself forward on your path, so allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now. I do feel like there's a degree of faith. I mean, we have this cross here that is needed in this situation with this person. Says, put your heart into your plans and changes you desire, and realize that you are worth your own time and effort. The new beginning you seek will come with your own focus and patient determination. So this person is really, it feels like they're really going through like and assessing themselves. They're really stopping and assessing themselves. They're feeling pretty down on themselves, and they're trying to figure out what at least they're trying to, they're kind of, it feels like, I'm surprised the Ten of Swords isn't here. They feel like they're a bit at rock bottom, and they're like, what am I going to do to make myself better? Then we have yin and yang in the reverse. It says this card reverse reveals a yang cycle, which is one of active outgoing energy. This time calls for a more logical approach, but the logic needs to be applied to purposeful action. I feel like they're starting to realize that this is really feeling like somebody who is trying to realize that they need to be giving more, and where they have not been doing so before. And I feel like they are trying to improve themselves. They're like currently like thinking about what they can do to improve themselves and taking action. They are feeling down, but they are taking action. This cycle is often marked by creativity and new beginnings, sometimes with significant outer change. Let yourself apply more forceful energy to the task at hand and take advantage of this highly charged yang time. So this person is going to be a little bit more energetic and trying. It's really good. I feel like, I know they feel bad, but it's like a good thing. Sometimes we have to go through these things to kind of to realize things so they can actually do something to actually change. It's like, I don't want to feel like this. I have to start doing something about it. And it looks like they want to do something about it. Then we have Moonlight in the reverse. Let me figure out what this is saying. Too much analyzing is getting you nowhere. Stop overthinking things. So they're probably overthinking things. You may be exhausted from second guessing yourself all the time and losing your footing. Are you insecure about your ability to make good choices? That one's resonating at this moment for me in this reading. Like, I feel like they're wondering, if they are able to make good choices. Step back and regroup and enter into a more trusting relationship with the flow of life. So they are trying to step back and regroup at this moment. I'm really feeling, don't become overly concerned about perceived mistakes. How will you learn to dance if you don't occasionally make a misstep? On the moonlight and the moonlit path, you can discover love and truth and wondrous things. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Go play and have fun, stay open and trust. So I feel like they're, again, it's like really resonating that they're really trying to work on themselves, and they're starting to have like realizations. And I'm really seeing like, it's like their confusion and they're worried, but it's like realization. They're starting to realize what is going on. Then we have Strength in the reverse. It says, when you see the Strength card reversed, pay particular attention to your health. For this indicates that your body, mind, and spirit needs strengthening this time. Exercise, rest, and proper nutrition are necessary to keep you in balance. Don't deplete yourself through overwork, as now is the time for building your stamina. Perhaps you feel the bonds weakening. However, I'm feeling like maybe they do feel the bonds weakening in the relationship, and they want to do something about it because they feel like they're the cause of it. If they're in danger of being broken, they may need repair. And I feel like that's what this person's working on. Attend to them before the burden gets too heavy. Be strong and face reality of your relationship at this time, and give your attention to any fragile threads that may give way. Let go of whatever robs you of your life force, and trust that something better will take its place. So I'm really feeling like this person, it's just like all about this person realizing that they're just not giving enough. They're, for one, I mean, I feel like they're kind of like, they're really in their feelings right now. You know, their emotions that want to be felt, and they need to be feeling them because it's going to teach them, you know, to be more of a giving person and not expect everyone to be giving to them. So I'm really feeling like, you know, there's emotions that want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. It's almost like they can't fully surrender it. And also it feels like, you know, like they can't fully learn something unless they allow themselves to fully feel it. It's like feeling, it says, offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they can no longer hold me captive. And then it says service, stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You know, you offer all you want to be of service. Offer all and want to be of service. So I'm really feeling like that. They want to be of service to you. Ironically, many desires become unfulfilled without grasping, or manipulation. So that's what this person seems like their current thoughts are about, like what they can do to improve themselves, how they can put more inner of themselves into the relationship and be more of service. Because I'm really seeing with the Six of Pentacles that they're like super in these feelings right here, right now. Especially these, but this right here, where they might have withdrawn generally at the moment or something like that, because this person is feeling a flood of emotions, and I feel like they're realizing just what they have done. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 3. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 3 with the pink agate. And let's go ahead and find out what their current thoughts are about you. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Two of Wands. Then clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Three of Pentacles. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, we have the Devil in the reverse. Clarifying the Ace of Cups, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Clarifying the Five of Cups, we have the Star. Clarifying the Two of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Clarifying the Three of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Clarifying the Devil in the reverse, we have Butterfly. Clarifying the Six of Swords in the reverse, we have Ship, which is kind of ironic because they're both in boats. Clarifying the Star, we have Cross. Clarifying the 8 of Cups in the reverse, we have ring. Then for your oracle cards, we have happy family in the reverse, number 4. Then we have number 9, broken heart. Then we have number 12, slow and steady. Then we have number 28, movement. So it's like slow and steady movement. Then we have true love. Then we have divine timing. So what is this person's current thoughts about you? This person feels like it is like kind of fated or destiny, you know, for there to be a solid foundation between the both of you with the 3 of Pentacles. I'm not gonna lie, when I pulled this out, also the 3 of Wands. So there could be a third party situation going on here for some of you. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be a friend or coworker or something, you know, it could be something. It's going to be different for everybody. But we have the Queen of Pentacles, and your person's feeling, having they want to, it's like the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's nurturing, someone who's like very motherly, someone who's practical and abundant, financially abundant. They might be seeing you in this way, but or you might be seeing them in this way, depending on who you are. But for the most part, what they're feeling is like coming together. The 3 of Pentacles is about coming together, working together, teamwork, collaboration, and the beginning of a solid foundation. So that's what they really want. They feel like that it's meant to happen. It's something that's meant to happen. And they feel also like you would have an abundant connection. Okay, financially abundant, whatever. Take that however it resonates. You might work with this person for some of you. Or you might have in the same, like a similar line of work where maybe you'd end up working together or something. Or maybe this is just a working relationship you're inquiring about for some of you. But we have butterfly and the devil. So this person, the Queen of Swords, is someone who is clear, honest, direct communication. Someone who can be cutting with their words. Okay, but also someone who is thinking logically. And they're thinking about, these could be 2 different people too, by the way. They could be thinking about releasing somebody else, this Queen of Swords person. They could be thinking about releasing that and then transforming their relationship. So say maybe it's a third party situation. Maybe they're releasing something else. Someone who has very cutting words. Okay, and wanting to go and trying to embrace change. And embrace change is sit on here. Reinvent yourself, evolution of the soul. So I'm really feeling like they're wanting to release something. It could end a relationship, a job, anything. It could be anything like that, but it's releasing something that is liberated. They're being liberated. And they're being like, maybe they're feeling like the situation was toxic. Either way, the devil in the upright is about restrictions and being limited, and they're releasing that. They're releasing whatever this restrictive situation is. They are having difficulty, I feel like I don't feel like that they can move on from you, or whoever this is. They're not moving on from that. The 6 of Swords is a difficult mental transition. Also, you know, the boat is definitely a big part. There's a lot of water in this. So this is a very emotional thing for them. I do feel like they have a lot. They're thinking about how much they love the people in their life right now and what they want to do to, you know, it's talking about movement. So they might think about actually physically moving, or maybe planning some kind of trip or vacation or adventure, going places. You know, it says, you know, swift travel. But it's like the boat, it's like symbolic. It's like over water, you know, and water is symbolized by emotion. And I'm really feeling like it's like they're trying to go over their emotions and glide, using the air to glide through their emotions, using their thoughts to glide through their emotions. So I feel like they're trying to find a balance of thinking logically and emotionally. But they are having a difficult transition at the moment. They're very emotional at the moment. They are feeling like a sense of loss with the Five of Cups. There's like a sense of loss, but there is 2 cups still standing here. So they might have lost 3 cups, you know, which could be symbolic of a third party situation as well. But there are still 2 cups still waiting for them. And I feel like they're very hopeful for that. They're pretty optimistic with the Star card here. But they're feeling sad, but they're trying to be optimistic. Because they really feel like they're being guided divinely to do what they're meant to do, what they're doing now. It feels like they're having a hard time, but they're trying to do the right thing. They feel, you know, there's like 2 cards talking about destiny. So they just feel like this is something that is meant to be done. Also, if maybe that they're the one, maybe they're hoping that you will release somebody or something like that. It could be the other way around. Take it however it resonates. It could go either way. Let me know in the comments below if it's a third party situation. I'm curious. But with trials, and I feel like there is trials that they're going through, but they are feeling, you know, divine guidance and destiny going on here, and fate. It's like fate and destiny are both here. It's something that definitely feel like it's meant, like you're supposed to, like you're meant to come together with this person. I mean, even the 2 of Wands, it's about choices, you know. And see, they're trying to make a choice, and this one is kind of bolted down here, and they're holding on to it. They're kind of anchored down, but they're still looking at the world, and the world is freedom. It's liberation. But this is bolted, you know. It's like, should I keep holding on to this wand or stick, or should I, you know, what should I be doing here? And so they're contemplating this choice. With the 8 of Cups in the reverse, it's having difficulty walking away from maybe a previous bond or contract, some kind of agreement with something. This could be you, or it could be them. They could be thinking about it. Maybe they're thinking that you're having difficulty walking away from maybe you're married or engaged, or something to do with rings, some kind of partnership with somebody, some kind of promise that you have with somebody, and that you're having a difficult time moving away, or they're having a difficult time moving away. It depends on who it is who I'm definitely feeling a third party situation going on for a lot of you in this one. But that's what they're thinking about. As far as that goes, let's see what we can get out of these oracle cards. So these are fairly new to me, so let's see what I can get out of here. I really like using the words in the books, because I pull like statements out, and it's like I can see it, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense in it, you know, like intuitively I do. So the happy family, number 4 in the reverse, it says when the happy family card is reversed, it indicates a separation of emotional distance from family members or close friends. So there could be a separation going on between the both of you right now. Maybe you're both separated and they're feeling a disconnect. This disconnect may be from your family of origin, such as your parents or siblings. It may be something is standing between you and your present family members, whether it may be your children or your spouse. So maybe they feel like they're meant to be your spouse or something like that, and they're definitely feeling unhappy. You know, they feel like maybe that you're part of their family, or maybe it's a soul family of some sort, and they're feeling that disconnect, like maybe they're supposed to be with you, but they are not. So there could be some hostilities that need to be worked out, or perhaps some fences that need to be mended. Communication and patience may be called for here, so let your intuition be your guide. Remember, real healing starts when you choose to become your own loving parent, sibling, spouse, friend, or child. The lesson in every relationship is self-honoring, and sometimes the karma is just to let go. So again, I mean, I'm feeling the just to let go part. I feel like they need to let go. There's some kind of, either they need to let go, or they're thinking about you needing to let go of a current situation. And they, again, it just feels like that's what they're feeling like is meant to happen. Then we have broken heart. This is what they're currently feeling with you. This card shows a broken heart open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and grief-filled tear. This hurt may be from long ago. So some of you, this could be a separation that's been happening for a long time now, a long while. And they definitely feeling this broken heart with this tear here coming out. Maybe they cry over you a lot. Or maybe you crying over them. But I feel like they're probably crying over you. The hurt may be from long ago, or it could be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true, abiding love that you so rightly deserve. So they definitely have a broken heart, and also they might be acknowledging that whoever is leaving another person potentially could be having a broken heart about that as well. I feel like for some of you, maybe they got into this circumstance because they had a broken heart. Maybe they kind of rushed into something they didn't, or you did, or they did. Somebody, whoever is the one who's in this situation, could be both of you. For some of you, some of you are both with other people. So then we have 12, which is slow and steady. And I'm really picking up that they feel like there is going to be slow and steady movement. It says, remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. So this person is trying to take it slow, or they're thinking that they should be trying to take it slow, and they're not in a rush. Definitely not in a rush to try to come together with you. Sorry, I need water. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. All right. So, but I'm really feeling like that, they're not in a hurry, because they want true love, and who isn't willing to really wait for some true love, It says your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but from the sovereignty. I'm saying also divine timing, So the divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we prepare, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, Lord. Then we have number 28. Movement. This is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. So they're definitely feeling like, you know, there's going to be positive movement as whoever it is who's coming out of restriction. You're in a way, I mean, if one of you is releasing a relationship or something like that, or a way of being, they could be feeling restricted too. So as you could become closer, there's going to be less restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip. There's like all these things about trips. Let me know if you're going on a trip with, or you'd like to go on a trip with this person. Maybe you're going to do something together. Change your hair or move your home or business. Some of you may move. Maybe they'll have you move in with them or something. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward no matter what your inquiry. You will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you know how the actions you need to take. You know now the actions that need to be taken. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. So they're not really feeling fearful or anything like that. I feel like they're trying to have more faith in the situation. This person does have a lot of conviction. I feel like they do feel there is a deep bond between the both of you. And they're trying to be patient, and they're trying to just have steady, solid movement because they want to have a solid foundation with you. And so you can't have that solid foundation if you're running around rushing. So this person is definitely willing to wait and be patient. Anyways, pretty chill reading. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 4. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 4 with a clear agate slice. And let's find out what their current thoughts are about you. So we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. We have the Six of Coins, or Six of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands. Clarifying the Queen of Wands, we have the Moon. This is telling me a lot of Pisces energy here. I don't always call it the signs now these days, but this is screaming Pisces at me. When I see it, I can't help it. The Five of Wands in the reverse, clarifying that, we have the King of Swords. Okay, got information on that one. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups. Wow, I'm getting so many scenarios, this is going to be difficult. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles. These energies are really similar. Clarifying the Ten of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Clarifying the Moon, we have Tornado. Clarifying the King of Swords, we have Magnifying Glass. Clarifying the Ten of Cups, we have Rider. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, we have Rabbits. Woohoo! Sexy energy. Whoever this is sexy. Really wanting some sexy time. And then clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, we have Whip. Then for your Oracle cards, we have number 23, all tied up. Speaking of sexy energy. Just kidding. Not clarifying, what am I saying? I'm getting all messed up, like thinking about rabbits and being tied up. Some of you might be into that, some not so much. Then we have number 42, woman holding a coin. And this, she looks a lot like this person. These are like the same energy. So whoever you're wondering about, maybe they're thinking of you as being the woman holding the coin, or maybe if you're a man, you're thinking of her as the woman holding the coin. I am picking up masculine energies and feminine energies watching this video. We'll be watching the video, so I might have to do 2 separate parts. I'm like really heavily for both. Then we have number 48, wishing well. Then we have number 40, follow the leader. I also got in my head, follow the white rabbit. I was starting to wonder if there was a white rabbit in there. There's not. Then we have solitude and change. Alright, so what are their current thoughts about you? Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, the first energy I got was you guys being masculine. Either way, I feel like this could be your energy here with the Queen of Wands. You might be they might be thinking of you being very confident, someone who's very sexy, someone who is very influential, someone who's very powerful. Someone who maybe they're communicating with through dreams or intuition, or maybe both. With the moon here. Either way, they feel like there's a storm brewing. It says sudden, unexpected end. So somebody might be breaking up or being liberated from a situation. They might be thinking of you being liberated or breaking up from maybe your current person or something like that. Or the other way around, take it however it resonates. There's a mixture, so this actually feels a lot like masculine energy at the moment to me, even though it's a queen. For some of you, this is like I'm getting a mixture of things. It's telling you multiple things. For some of you, this could be a person that they are backing down from. So they're trying not to engage with another person. It could be your spouse or their spouse. But I feel like this is the 5 of Wands is backing down from this, and they're trying to think logically about the situation and get more clarity, more info. It's like I feel like there's a backing down from the situation. They're trying to be logical about the situation. I definitely don't see this person. This person is not, the King of Swords energy is not someone who is emotional. There's someone who is at the current time trying to think logically, so they can't get their emotions all wrapped up. Don't worry, there's plenty of emotions going on in this reading. But as far as it goes to your situation, they're trying to be logical about it. This person wants to give you a lot of give and take. They want to give you a lot of things. You might have gotten a message from this person. This person has a lot of goals. They're definitely there's a lot of movement with this person. Also, I feel like a visitor. So I'm feeling like maybe you might visit them or they might visit you. There might be like a green light that is being given when it comes to, like, it could be a green light. There's progress. They feel like there's going to be progress. And you are like a wish come true. You make them very happy with the 10 of Cups. You make them feel like the 10 of Cups, but they want to give you the 10 of Cups. They have so much to give. And they don't want to just give you love. They want to contribute financially as well. You know, so because, and I can say that because we have this Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and the woman's holding a coin. So if you're a man, this woman is got her own money she's bringing to the table. This person's not a gold digger. And if you're the woman holding the coin, if that's you watching this, you're not a gold digger. You're one to contribute. And maybe they're thinking about that about you as well, if you're a woman watching this. So they're seeing you like this Nine of Pentacles. They're seeing you as somebody who is willing to pull their own weight. They want to give you this Ten of Cups, and they also want to give you, they want to contribute financially, and they have plenty to give. They're not someone who is expecting you to, they don't see you as somebody who's expecting to take or who's looking for a handout, but somebody who is willing to give a handout, if anything. So this person has plenty to give. They have a lot of love to give. They have a lot of money to give. And they really want, they have goals, and they really want to progress this relationship. We have this Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. These are both very abundant. This person is very nurturing. If this is you, you're a very nurturing person, and they're seeing you as such. They're seeing you as the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is someone who is earned luxury, reward. This is a person who wants for nothing, someone who gets everything they need. All their needs are met. If anything, they have everything, you know, and but also this person is very nurturing and loving and abundant. This person is just practical. They're down to earth. And if this is you, if you're the female, if you're the woman holding the coin and you're watching this, then this is what they're thinking about you. But also, either the woman holding the coin, I don't know, it could go both ways, but somebody is really wanting. We have rabbits here. And rabbits is a very sexual card. This person has a very strong desire, or you have a very strong desire. They're thinking they have a strong desire for you. Whoever's watching this. This person has a very strong desire for you. They want to have lots of sex with you and procreation. They feel very fertile. But also, I'm also picking up, they really feel like together you would not only be really well, do very well sexually, but also you would multiply and have a nice increase in your abundance, so you both would be even more abundant than before. So they might see, if you're a man watching this, they might see you as somebody who is also very abundant as well. Either way, this Queen of Pentacles, this Nine of Pentacles person, this woman holding a coin, she's not a gold digger. She wants you for you. And if you are a woman watching this, then they're thinking that you want them for them. You're not a gold digger. You're not trying to get money. You're not trying to get anything from them. You want to have, like, if anything, equal give and take, equal partnership. You know, you want to give, not take. You want to give love and everything. It's like you want to give it all. Why? Because whatever is happening, whatever the current situation, it is not working out with these cards here. The Ten of Wands, this person is carrying such a heavy load, and they're doing it all on their own. This could be symbolic of both of you. You're both working, you're both doing it all on your own, and when you're working separate from each other, it weighs a lot more. But if you're doing it together and you're having combined effort, guess what? The load gets lightened. And that's what this card is about. Not being afraid to allow other people to contribute. Because this current way, this Ten of Wands current way, is not working out with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And also I'm picking up that Some of you are having difficulty with arguments and fighting with somebody. I don't feel like it's with this person. So it could be a third party. It could be that maybe you're the woman holding a coin, and whatever situation you're in, there's lots of fighting. It feels like with another party outside of this. So I feel like there is arguments and fighting, and maybe even where some people have being taken advantage of. Maybe you're both being taken advantage of financially by other people. And I feel like that you're both being possibly even abused in that sense. All right, so let's get on to All Tied Up, number 23. All right, All Tied Up. Let's try to figure out what their current thoughts. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. So they might be thinking of this in that sense with you. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. You are tying yourself up in some emotional angst. I'm saying actually as a question. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You don't live in yourself. You needn't, I don't like that word. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. So I'm feeling like for some of you, I feel like it's gonna resonate where you're the one who's putting yourself in jail. You're tied up. You're actually free if you really want to be. I mean, I think both people are abundant here. So whether if you're the woman holding the coin or maybe you're the man holding a coin and the card's not here, then maybe you're all tied up in your own self. Maybe the restrictions coming from you. Maybe their hands are tied because maybe it's something that you have to do if you're the man or the woman. You know, the opposite person has to do. Take whatever resonates. Then we have number 42. Woman holding a coin. The elegantly dressed woman on this card sits on a beautiful chair holding a bright gold coin. When this card comes upright in a woman's reading, it may refer to her directly. Okay, so take it like that. And to a successful endeavor regarding her own finances or health. So I did say that, you know, if you're a woman watching this, this is you. You're this Nine of Pentacles, you're this Queen of Pentacles, and you're the woman holding a coin. The other person, whoever it is, male or female, is this energy here. This is the Queen of Wands and the Moon and the Tornado. All right, when the card, okay. And to a successful endeavor reading her own finances or health. This card could also signal a woman of support or assistance regarding these issues. So if you're a dude watching this or the other person, she may give you financial advice or connect you with someone who does. This woman may be someone you meet where you make your money, or it may be a woman of wealth and value. Either way, this card is telling you to be on the lookout for helpful assistance or even the possibility of new love or friendship connected to a woman of wealth or business. So, if you're a guy watching this, she's the woman holding the coin. She's someone who is abundant, someone who's self-sufficient, someone who is able to take care of herself. No, she doesn't need your money, but she also is thinking that she doesn't need your money, but she also has plenty to contribute herself. She's not trying to get anything from you, but maybe love. All she wants is love. Is that so bad? Then we have number 48, wishing well. It says, desire is the sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. Upright, desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration and sensing that moment of truth of new life. It's an aha moment when everything makes sense. Perhaps you recognize a soulmate or a conceived baby or an idea. I'm feeling like a lot of these people, they recognize that maybe you're their soulmate or twin flame. The wishing well card awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. To that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside to be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or when. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well. Ooh, there's the coin. So they have this coin. The woman's holding a coin and she's dropping her coin into the wishing well and making a wish for you if you're a man or a woman in a same-sex relationship. If your person is a woman, she's dropping her coin into this well and making a wish. And her wish is about you. You're her wish. That's so freaking awesome. Oh, look. There's like a mask coming out too. Let me look at this thing. And maybe the wish is for you to drop your mask. If you are the woman, then you're the one who's dropping, you're making this wish. Maybe they're thinking that you're making the wish. Okay, where was I? That was too awesome. To that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside and be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or when. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well. Then trust in spirit. Prepare to be amazed. I'm ready to be amazed, bro. Alright, so... are you ready to be amazed? I think that you're both going to be amazed. Number 40, follow the leader. It says, every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. So it says, you're being called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery and the adventure of your life. The experiences of battle won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Looks like you're going to be in service of others. I feel like you both could be. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it. By being fully authentic, you'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so that you may help someone else. Lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose great character and whose great character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then in turn have more to offer. So this is going both ways for me with this followed leader. I feel like you're both people who are leaders, and that the person that it could be someone who is a leader, that if you're like maybe this woman holding the coin is the leader. So it's saying that man. Okay, so I wish I want to read that again. You might want to watch that again. It's like your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom, and you must share it by being fully authentic. I'm feeling like you both are meant. This is feeling a mirrored message. I feel like it's going both ways, that you're both leaders and that you're both supposed to lead through example and not be afraid to be authentic and not be afraid to divulge your past so you can help others with that information that you got from your path. Lead with love. There's another message here as well. Look to those with whose great character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then in turn have more to offer. So that's pretty intense. All right, so what else do we got here? We got solitude. I feel like this person is feeling solitude. If this could be you. If you're the Nine of Pentacles, if you're this woman holding the coin, the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's independent. Often it's a single card. So, it says, once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. So I'm feeling like they're probably thinking this as well. If your person is this Nine of Coins, if you're not this woman holding a coin, hopefully you've established who you are at this point in the reading. So they're probably thinking that you're trying to embrace their solitude. It could be also something that you're meant to embrace as well. If you're the woman holding the coin, this might be something that they're thinking that you're doing. Also something they need to learn how to do. We have change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. So this is about change, about taking the first step. And I'm feeling like that they're thinking about you taking that first step, or them taking that first step, and that they're willing to keep taking that first step. They're willing to change, and they're willing to be the person who they're meant to become so they can be the person they want to be with you. Saying, don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. Don't overthink, you know. Don't intimidate yourself. You're never going to accomplish anything if you're thinking that many steps ahead. Sometimes you're better off taking it one step at a time. But just make sure you're clear about where you're going to go. If you're going to be making changes, what you're going to do, where you're going. That's what this person is thinking about you. It's pretty freaking intense. This is a really amazing reading. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.